Mhm. And we're live. Good
Of
morning,
course.
Jennifer.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh man, I'm excited. I'm here getting packed up, headed
Oh, that's
to
right.
serve a client today. Um,
Nice.
and that should be fun. I always have fun when I get to interact with people. So,
Yes. So where are
woo,
you
baby.
going to today?
What's that?
Where are you flying today?
I am flying into Dallas, Texas.
That's right.
Yep. I'm going to be
Best flights.
learning with a group of awesome, amazing professionals. Um, which is the only way I like to do it,
I mean, that's how you roll.
right? Like you just got to do it. Trying to see. Oh yeah, look, we are live. Look at that.
Yes, we are.
I
I'm sure.
wonder. I wonder if Buddy is on the lookout right now. Um, man, so Thomas cheated yesterday, huh?
He did. He kind of got a little, you know, little extra credit right there early beforehand.
Yeah, he did. He's a big cheat. That was good though. That was smart. He's trying to get the test sheet from the teacher.
Yes.
He's being a teacher's pet yesterday. I'm joking, Thomas. That was smooth though. That was real smart. Uh, so we are going to be talking about reps, and more reps.
Yes. So why don't you start with one we had what we had did last weekend and then how that kind of played into what we're going to talk about.
Yeah. So last week we started talking about, or not started. We jumped on the idea of self-injurious behaviors, right? And it's like the behaviors, the actions, the things that we do that don't really serve us well. And of course, the NoBS tribe jumped in and brought all kinds of deep, meaningful conversation to the board. And it felt like at the end of the session, there was like people were looking like, "What's the answer? How do I not do that? How do I?" And then in the after party, a few people kind of pointed out, like, "Well, it just kind of seems like people want, like, we need to make sure that we're not giving like surface level information in terms of, oh, we'll just journal, oh, we'll just take time off." And so that led to a conversation of like the micro habits and the practice and like the real cleaning the gutter type work that it takes.
Yes.
And so you and I, of course, we caught up between that, and it's like, oh yeah, like we need to talk about like the reps, and as it relates to reps for me, what I think about is your path to discovering your morning walks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that was one where I was not doing a lot of self-care because that was not a priority.
Mhm.
And it wasn't I was choosing not to take care of myself. It was just there was a lot of other things going on. And so I just wasn't taking the time. And so you and
Mm.
I went through and try we experimented with a lot of different things on maybe I could do this, maybe I could do this. And I was trying it and I was doing it because, made a commitment to do it, but it wasn't in my mind serving the purpose that we were, that we were trying to get to. And so I think eventually, after trying different things, I said, you know what, I want to make a commitment just to do this for this weekend. And I made a commitment to do it for the weekend and then realized like, okay, this is what I need. And then, this is what I'm going to try to do every day. So it was trying something and not getting frustrated and not giving up and realizing that I got to find the right thing. And then once I found the right thing, which was for me, getting out and walking and getting away from everything else, then it was like, okay, what's the commitment I need to make sure that I continue to do that so that it can continue to help me?
Yes, and I think that's the really super important part there, that I hope we dive into, and if not, it's fine. Like wherever the tribe takes us, that's where we will
Yes.
go. But it's like not one size fits none.
Yes.
That
One
sound
size fits
familiar?
none. Yes.
But it's through repetition. And so like Dr. M is saying, good evening. He's coming
Yes.
in from, oh. the chief
We
marketeer.
we haven't heard from Steve in a while.
How you doing, Steve? I hope your time off was rejuvenating. And so, I'm reading this book. I can't remember the name of it. It's so good. I forgot the name of it. No, actually, it's not bad. I was listening to it on my runs yesterday, which, by the way, my times are getting better. I'm getting stronger.
Good.
Limitless Mind. That's the name of the book.
Okay.
And they were, I'm going to misquote it, but there's a section in there. So they're talking about like brain plasticity and our ability to always learn and grow and, all these things. And one of the things that she mentioned was when we fail and through repetition, we build or reinforce new neural pathways.
What?
So it's science, baby. It's like
we've been like promoting it, but now we can lean into it even more.
Yeah. And it's it's the thing, right? Look at Steve. Steve says, y'all make me smile. You make me smile too, Steve. And so, I was reading something on TikTok because, I'm TikTok famous, right?
Yes, you are. I think I helped you get there. Didn't we start TikTok?
Yes, you did. I think it was in Dallas. You know what? Let's have a replay of that.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Let's see if I can find it.
No.
Yeah, look, just a flash from the past for y'all.
Make a run for shoddy. Call him Ed Sheeran, he in love with my body. Get into it, yo. Pop out with a truck. Get into it, yo. If you go to church, I said get into it, yo. I just shit, whatever. Get into it, yo. And I said whatever.
Yeah, you remember that, Jen? You did make me TikTok
I blocked that out. Like, I don't remember that. I blocked that out in my past.
That was so awesome. Anyhow, I was watching a TikTok and somebody was kind of arguing the point about failure. And I think it's because we put this, like our identity attaches to success and failure somehow. And his point was like, failure's not an option, this kind of thinking. And when I heard her say, like, what it does is it causes reps. Of course, we got to learn the proper habits, proper techniques, proper resources, proper support so that we build good habits and learn. But it's a matter of practice, right? It's a matter of getting the repetitions in to build those new
neural pathways.
Man,
I'm gonna start using that, man. Like, it's okay. We're getting smarter by failing. It's okay.
Yep. And so Jen Gontorius says he just dropped in to say good morning and thank you.
Good morning.
Oh man, he's so awesome. Morning, Jim. Hope you have an amazing day and make somebody's day. Help them leave with a little more knowledge than they showed up with.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's it. And to your point, I was able to talk to Kirby, unknown LinkedIn user, about this idea about self-care and it's part of like Thomas's question last night. Like, what if grinding is part of the repetition? And like, here's the thing, is it depends, right? But the fact is, very few of us know how to take care of ourselves. Right? I've told you this. I've done it with you, me, and Adam on our morning calls, and I've asked it over and over in different arenas with professionals in our industry. And the question's always, what are you going to do this weekend to take care of yourself? Mm-hmm. And people are like the closest anybody comes to answering that is not do their day job.
It is. And
right.
And we hear the same thing over and over again.
Yes.
It's like, I'm going to try to not get on my computer. I'm going to try to not answer emails. I'm going to try to not go to the job. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. And so, and to me, that's an indicator of the lack of reps, mm-hmm. because the answer is not the same for everybody. Everybody has a different method, different technique. They resonate with different things. But you only discovered how valuable your morning walks were through repetition,
through finding all the reasons that all the things that didn't work.
Right. And so there's like that half of the conversation. Then the other half of the conversation, I mean, Cabri just shared, so I'm gonna post it in the comments. She just shared, they released there's a website
Oh,
and there's
yes.
a resource now for suicide prevention. And like, yes, I need to take care of myself 100%. But the other side of it is, and I know for a long time in my career, the way I behaved contributed to other people's low self-esteem because I did not treat people nicely. And you and I, we not just I, but a bunch of us understand or really value the idea of psychological safety and trust and servant
Value
leadership.
the people, value the human being.
Yes, that too requires reps.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes. and we had again, we'll talk about it Saturday morning because Thomas already got like so much out of me that we're going to wait till Saturday to talk about it, but we didn't. But we're going to talk about too, like, an experience we had last weekend and how that was, I mean, evident. It was like right there in front of us, and being able to see when those had not experienced that repetition and have not had that psychological safety and that safe space to be able to. Sorry, Alex is right here.
Alex.
But when they haven't, and then they experience it, it's like not. They're like, what is going on? And then those that have experienced it, have had the reps, have gone over and over again, and been able to get comfortable with it and where they are in that same scenario. So we're going to get to talk through some of that, which I'm super excited about because we get to talk about Armando and Eric, but it's like, it's real. And you and I were like in it and we were watching it. And then we get to probably touch on our support and capability stuff and how that has helped us be able to listen better and to create the space for those that are coming into it. And it shouldn't surprise us because I think that's how NoBS got created.
100%.
It got created because you and I were just creating a safe space, and everyone was like, "What? Okay, we need more of this, and let's talk about this more. Let's talk about this more." And you and I were like, "Okay, we need to do something." And so that is that's what I love about it, is it happened because the need was there. And we didn't even know the need was there until it came about. And then we were like, okay, well, how are we going to respond to this?
Yeah. Yeah. And for me, I think like the word that resonates the most with me is like, we discovered this space.
Yes.
Like we didn't come in with a plan and objectives. Like let's
Jesse, let's be real. We decided Monday what we're going to talk about on Saturday. Let's be clear.
Yes. Yeah. But again, like you said, through repetition and reflection, we were able to like tease out like, oh, what's happening? And then it kind of like became a responsibility. Look, I happen to know this guy.
What?
That's my brother, Ernest.
Morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Ernest. I think this is a reference to the neural pathways. He says, oh yeah, like how the bad guy robot on The Incredibles gets smarter and more invincible.
Oh my gosh, yes. My girls will love that movie.
Yes. So he's going to give that for homework to somebody.
That may be a movie we can dig into.
Ooh.
We haven't done a cartoon in a while. I've done an animated movie in a while.
Well, not this weekend because I ain't got no time to be watching no movies this week.
No. You're good. You got a lot going on. But let me think real quick. We were talking. Oh, you were talking about Cabri stuff, but it's super important. And to add to that, I had a post, I think yesterday, that Jamie Knox commented on.
Oh,
that talks about this industry and how much it does not support or create a space for families that have to be separated. And how much that impacted her family and her marriage because both her and her husband were in construction, and how that does not, there's not a lot of things out there that support, a lot of times husbands that are away from their families, and how, and how does that impact it?
Yes.
So I said, probably future conversation.
No, that's real. Again, there's the external and then there's the internal. Right. For me, I just seem to default to the internal, but like on that subject, in my head, it's like, it's what it is. Right. Like the way I think about it for me and the way I used to think about it for, the teams that I was supporting is like, what's the problem? You signed up for this. This is the job. And that's probably not the best way to approach it, because I can pretend. I mean, hell, we wrote a book based on
Yes.
on that dynamic creating problems for a relationship, right?
But just you can't feel too bad, because we have an industry that has approached it that way forever, and we're just now starting to have these conversations.
Agreed. And so I think that maybe that's probably the most important thing, and the thing that I'm grateful to the NoBS tribe is because we have these conversations, right? And yesterday Thomas was talking about how they're having these conversations, like we're not even there, and they're talking about stuff that we've been talking about. And so I think like the first wave is talk, right? Let's get it out. Let's talk about the real stinky stuff. And then from there, what's the action? Like, what are we going to do? And, I'm excited for January, because I think we're going to have us a reciprocal propulsion retreat.
I know.
And that's another step into action to healing ourselves and healing this industry and helping people discover the promise they are intended to be.
Yes.
Nothing but exciting stuff going on. Then next week, we're going to be in Clemson.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Another event where it's like going out and talking to Clemson University, people in construction that are about to come into the workforce, and kind of giving them some cheat codes, kind of talking through an amazing panel, Adam Hoots, Thomas LeMay, Davis, and Walker, that are just, amazing. And then you and I get to go and talk to some Clemson University, soon to be graduates about kind of the construction industry. And I think it's cheat codes as to kind of be prepared to do it. But I don't think we talk about it enough. Like, the construction industry is amazing, and there's so much, but it also has been kind of screwed up. And there's people that are trying to make changes and to make it better. And we don't want there to be this, perception of, construction should be a default or a third choice or a whatever, because it is amazing. And there's so many cool things happening and opportunities. And so we just kind of want to go in there and really have some real conversations.
Yeah. And the other thing is, like, we do talk about stinky stuff, but the stinky stuff we talk about isn't just in construction. It's everywhere, right? Like it's everywhere. We just happen to be construction professionals.
Yes.
And so again, hopefully as the NoBS tribe grows, the concentration of construction professionals is getting smaller.
It's already below 50%.
Right. And so the group continues to expand outside of that, which is beautiful and amazing.
Yes. But it lets us know that what we're talking about isn't limited to construction, but also it resonates with everyone. Because what I just literally just thought about is everything we talk about is, touches construction sometimes, but like the people that work in construction, the people they go home to aren't construction.
Mm-hmm.
And then so even if we're talking to the people that we are around most of the time, the things that they're able to take and then go out and do are impacting an entirely different demographic of people, because those are all not people that come up and show up to go through the gates every day. Yep.
Ripples of impact.
Yes.
Unless they cheat like Jim and listen to it with headphones on so nobody hears them.
So his wife can't hear.
Yeah. I'm just joking, Jim. I'm just joking. Oh, man, I love it. Well, sister, I got to get packed so I can get to the airport in time. You excited?
I'm excited. And just so you know, talked to Rachel yesterday, and she and I are taking a building forward vacation day tomorrow. So we will be not doing work tomorrow before the live stream.
Good for you. Oh, you need to give her a hard time, Jen.
Okay.
She hasn't scheduled another 5 minutes for herself.
Okay. I will work on that today.
Yes.
I will absolutely do that.
Yes. 5 minutes. That's all we're looking for. 5
Okay.
minutes.
Yes.
All right. Well, then we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah. See y'all on Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Central.
8 a.m.